guys, this is Grin Reaper. Going to show you a Pontiff Sulyvhan boss fight. On my way there now. I've already lost 2 or 3 times trying to get to him. Got to him once and ended up losing about 25,000 souls. But, you know, that's Dark Souls. That's what happens. But this is me on my way there right now. Just trying to dodge past these enemies in here. They're kind of useless. You don't really get much from them anyway. There's 3 or 4 knights you have to fight up here, but I've already killed them, and they do not respawn, so that made it a little bit easier to get back to. I'm going to go ahead and use this Estus flask that's on the table right here that's actually cooking. That actually refills your health. I have not used my Ember yet. I'm saving it until my health gets kind of low, so I could use it to fill my health up the rest of the way, so I have as many Estus flasks as possible for the boss fight. There's usually a knight standing right there and one back up on the ledge behind you shooting arrows at you too, so you have to really watch out for that. But there's going to be 2 dogs up here that are going to attack me right here. I also got invaded here too as well in my first playthrough by an NPC invader, so you might want to watch out for him. Not really that hard, mainly just a caster. These dogs are not particularly hard. They don't really do much damage, but they get kind of annoying though because you have to dodge a lot. They move a lot, very fast. And of course I had to cast damage the whole time too. This is where I decided to go ahead and use that Ember. Just go ahead and refill my health the rest of the way. It's a good tip whenever you're trying to get back to a boss. There's the other 2 dogs. They really get on my nerves because of how fast they are, and they aggro so hard. But it was like that in Dark Souls 2 and in Dark Souls 1 with the dogs as well, so you kind of get used to it. It was like that in Bloodborne also with the dogs. But there's 1 more dog up here I'm going to kill, and then take care of those casters. I'm using the Uchigatana right there. And the spider shield. Uchigatana is a really good weapon, but you can only get 4 swings out of it before your stamina's up. Well, I can't as of that now, which that kind of annoys me because it defeats the purpose of it having bleeding on it. It's very hard to get the bleed to actually pop off. Also, I have a ring on that if you get 4 consecutive hits, it boosts your damage, and since I only get 4 hits, it only boosts the damage for like a few seconds. I never actually get to use it that way. So this is me switching over to a dual set of swords called Sellsword Twin Blades. They're actually really good, and you can get several consecutive hits on it as well. Because if you're using the L1 button, you actually swing with both swords, and it counts as 2 hits for 1 swing. So it stacks that blood and stacks that ring really well. And it's going to work really well for DPS against the boss. And an enemy up here in just a few minutes that I'm going to show you. Just show you exactly how well it can work. And that's my souls where I died last time. But there's not many there. That's not where the 20,000 were. The 20,000 that were in the boss room, whenever I went to go back, I died there and lost those. I think it's only like 3,000 or 4,000. But I'm going to show you right up here, there's a guy wielding a scythe. I'm going to show you exactly how powerful these swords actually can be if used correctly. I don't have the correct items to be able to infuse it with bleeding yet, but whenever I do, I'm going to infuse it with bleeding. But see, you can aggro so well, and you can hit so many repetitive times. It'll pretty much knock people off their guard. It was a little bit harder with him, though, since he had a shield. That was me trying to kick his shield out of the way, but I forgot that sword set actually has a different move set for that. I'm not sure why exactly I decided I was just going to swap hits with him. I'm not sure why I did that, but it worked. Took me a lot of damage though. The next few minutes is going to be me trying to actually summon in help. I'm having a lot of trouble actually summoning people in now, but hopefully it will get better over time. Maybe if I get better internet connection or once traffic dies down a little bit. I was debating on changing rings here to a few other ones, but I decided to just go ahead and keep with the ones I have. So far, Dark Souls it's just as good as 2 and 1. It has a few things I don't like you can't level up your armor, which really makes it difficult parrying and doing things like that, because you really can't take that many hits. I tried to do a little bit of parrying and try to learn how to get the parrying down really well in this game, but if you get punished so bad if you miss one. Unless it's a small enemy, but the small enemies you don't need to use parry on in the first place. So if you try to parry one of the larger enemies and you miss, he's going to take half your health bar off, and it defeats the purpose of getting one. So hopefully they'll make it where you could actually level up your armor, where it makes it where you could tank a few more hits. Besides that though, it's so far I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for me though, but I'm a big Dark Souls fan. So far it's living up to my expectations. I decided to change my shield right there because Fashion Souls. The other shield did not match my armor and I wanted it to match. This is me hoping to actually finally get a summon in. And he finally does come through, that one does. That one right there also comes through. I normally try to summon Sunbros, because the Sunbros actually give me sunlight medals, and that'll help me out whenever I join the Covenant of the Sun. Whenever I go into the boss fight, I'm going to use that bleeding stuff on my swords, because I'm going to try to get bleed damage done on the boss. I think I actually do manage to get bleed on him once or twice, but it's really hard to tell because he's getting hit by 3 different people at one time. It was also hard to get consecutive hits on him as well, because he moves all the time. He's constantly moving. Another thing to note when I be fighting this boss is that he actually summons a copy of himself as well. So you might have to watch that. His copy's not really that hard to kill, but he'll do the same damage to you as he will, so he can kill you relatively fast. I've noticed that a lot with a lot of the bosses in this game, is they always summon copies of themselves or have small mobs around them. I'm not sure why though, but I guess to make it a little bit more interesting. So far the bosses are pretty difficult in this game. I'm not going to say whether it's harder or easier than Dark Souls 1 or 2, because I haven't got that far yet, but so far it is difficult. I didn't know he was going to do an AoE effect at the end, or I would have stayed back. I thought he was trying to heal. You notice me and the Sombra with the spear actually killed his summon relatively fast right here. Got him out of the way. Reapplying some bleed on there, so I'm trying to get some more bleed there. I can see how he could be pretty difficult if you're doing him by yourself, because you'll have to fight him and his summon. But you can see I actually get a lot of damage done right here. I only killed summon too, because he actually tried to summon another one of himself. Well, that's the video, guys. I hope y'all liked it. I'll try to post as many videos as I can. Subscribe if you do like the videos. And hopefully I can get maybe one a day, if not one every 2 or 3 days. But as always, guys, praise the sun.